Now the thing I like about these flowers is that I made sure that I bought variety so that through the seasons and when I'm in the mood and depending on the kind of look that I'm going through, I can actually gather as if I'm having a scourge in the wild and pick the flowers that I like so that I can choose my combination. So I've chosen this bunch. Lovely spring flowers. Reminds me of spring and I'm kind of in the mood for that. So what you can do is you can tie them with string and they look quite real. You can put them in a vase with like marble stones, or you can put real water and they'll look real. Or you can mix and match and put them with real plants. Now, you can do all kinds of things with these flowers, so I've just kind of put these here because they kind of like an odd pair, so I didn't know what to do with them, and I thought, well, let me just dump them in there in the guest room. And these just look lovely as they are, so you can just leave them lying about on a bed or something for guests. Put them in a vase, anything really that comes to mind. So for this room, because it's very warm and autumnal, but also it's quite exotic, I chose colours that match the room, that are like reds, oranges, a bit of blue. And then this, I literally just shoved it in there because I didn't know where else to put it, and it kind of works. So it's got that kind of foresty feel, and it's a bit exotic, so it kind of works really well with this vase. And the colours being like a forest deep green and a dark brown, those colours blend very well with the oranges and the stone. So to top it all off, I just added the peacock because the peacock's again very exotic, and some of these colours here, I made sure that I brought up some colours with my print and my decor so that everything kind of matches well. Now, this being the sea theme, the Brighton entry room, I need to pick some flowers that are kind of beachy or match colours for this room. So let's see what I can find that suits. This fish might not stay there, so don't think I'm weird or anything. It's actually a Christmas decoration I got from Graham and Green. It's so beautiful, and I'm a Pisces, which is what attracted me to get it. But it was on the Christmas tree, but now I have no place to put it, and I thought, well, this is a sea room, maybe hang it up somewhere. You know, get a bit eccentric. We'll see. Still doing some finishing touches to these rooms, which is the best part because I get to think about the decor long term, and you know, it's just endless dreaming of what to do with these rooms. So yeah, the creativity sparks and just goes on. Now, I started off with selecting these because when I was in South Africa by the beach, you would see things like this. It's not a wintry look, it's more like a sandy plant. And then I thought, well, something like dusky pink would go well with that. And I've got two of the same type of flowers. Don't ask me what they are. I think they're dahlias. I forgot. Anyway. And then I thought this dusky pink, these wild flowers would go really well. So I think this collection is quite a nice mix. However, I'm not really convinced. I'm not convinced that that's beach. And it may look better for something else. It's got a lot of pink, and the thing is, I'm trying to keep pink in this room for now until I change the room a bit, as this is a guest room. I was thinking hydrangeas because you get a lot by the coast, like in Devon and Cornwall, but I don't know. I've got a pink and a white again. I don't know why I keep buying these colours, why I kept buying them. I like to keep the roses with the hydrangeas for some reason. They look quite nice together. They're like traditional English flowers. But then these go also well with these wild ones. It's just playing around with different ideas. I'm still not sure what to put downstairs in the coastal room. Maybe I just stick with like some green. However, again, I'm conflicted because I wanted the green to stay up here for a bolly look in this room. But at the moment, it's like pinks and purples. So, yeah, conflicted now. I'll have to play around a bit. Okay, so I kind of separated them in colours. Just to break down. And then I got the vase that I needed from downstairs. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have a vase downstairs. Maybe I should have it in here. And put these lovely flowers in here because they suit the room. But that vase ain't right. So then, plan B is choosing flowers that actually fit the vase. And that's how I can narrow it down. That works well. However, I mean, one can bend these, but ideally you'd not want to see that in a see-through vase. But this works. It's just a bit boring, so I need to add something to it. Let's see. What colours would go with that? Because it's very green. So we would want like a bit of colour, a little bit of colour, no. So again, I need to pick flowers that fit in the vase. So short stems, short stem, and that's a short stem. So there's eucalyptus and the dahlia, but no, it just doesn't really work. Like the dahlia and the eucalyptus is lovely because it's got like this dusty look, but this green is too green. So no, it doesn't work. Let's see if I add like the white. That's too long. One can also cut these flowers with pliers, but then it's a permanent thing, so you've got to make sure that you want them that size permanently. That's an idea. More thinking needed. Okay, the eucalyptus really goes well with the hydrangea, that I figured out. And then this dahlia, definitely, I think they work really well with the dusty, same thing. That white just kind of brings a freshness to this look, and it's got a little bit of pinky there, so it kind of works. So great, so now I've got like a few bouquets. I don't know what to do with these because I don't have anywhere to put them. But anyway, getting there. yeah, so this is quite good on its own. I wish I had something else to go with it, but you know, maybe it can stay there, or maybe it goes downstairs, not too sure. Okay, another great thing about these is that you can actually bend these branches out so they spread out and look quite real. And sometimes when leaves fall off, they've got like a little join that kind of pops on, so it doesn't break. It just, you can fix it, and you can move these branches around, make it work how you feel, twist them, twist the flowers, so you can really make it look alive. So far so good. So this for me is like a fern, so I think it's better in this room, being like a forest barley type room. These work together, and these are like reeds, and now for me that is a little bit beach-like, because I know by the sea they've got some sort of reed looking plants, so that could work, but I'm still not sure, still deciding. Yeah, do they stay here together with those? What to do? Okay, I had to bring these in here and kind of rethink everything. This is like a foxgloving looking thing that I pulled out of there. But it's very English. However, these colours I don't like, you know. It's more like pinks and purples. Gosh, just look at the detail on that. I mean, that's just incredible. These flowers, like, they even feel real. They're so soft, and the detail's incredible. Yeah, they are really beautiful. Some of these just unbelievably detailed. These hydrangeas, like from afar, especially if they're in groups, you would just think they're real. They're just so soft. And sort of the dust they put on here. Yeah, if anyone's looking to buy a bouquet of flowers, let me know, because I could do some combos, sell them off. Anyway, okay. Ah, I know where this came from. Yeah, see? So that just pops on there, like that. Okay, so I put all the green in there, and I liked it, but I had to put this stuff somewhere. I was like, you know what, just put it there. It's a little messy, but it kind of, it's all together. It kind of works. And then that leaves this. Ta-da! I think, you know what, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Although these can do with the chop and bring them down. Or one can get a bigger vase. So yeah, I think that will do for now. That will do. That's simpler, which is all right. I think maybe it's better without the blue. So there we go. Okay, I just wanted to see what it looks like to have flowers down here. But I really don't like this kind of flower in a beachy room where I'm going to have like rustic things on the wall and all this. But you know what? It's quite pretty, I have to admit. I might try a different combination. Who knows? But it's nice to have something there, especially in the vase. So there we go. Not bad. Okay, so the vase was falling over. I wanted to try this combination. So I tied it together with some string. So let's check it out. Okay, so that's actually not bad. Not bad. It's quite nice. So if one wants to hide the stems, so you can think about putting actual water in there, or you can put like rocks and things, or marbles. It's just an idea. Just have to play around with this to kind of spread it out, move things around, you know, make it look a little bit realistic and better. Fix it up a bit, choose the right angle. This one's a bit pointy. This needs to come out more. So yeah, I think that's not bad. So these, I was wondering whether they'd go well, because they do go with the hydrangeas and the dahlias, but not with that. So if I want a bit of green and more dusty, I can add these. So let's see what it looks like to add that. Oh my goodness, very unstable. There. Oh, needs to come out a bit more. The leaves need to spread out and get fixed. Yeah, so I think that creates some height and texture. So if I pop this one in too on the side, it sort of does the same thing. So yeah, it does actually work. I'm surprised. But that's, you know, you just got to try different things. Yeah, I might keep this combination here. It just looks pretty to have flowers, so I do like that. Yeah, I like that. And the string doesn't look too bad. I mean, you know, I can always hide it. No. Anyway, yeah, works for now. So I'm really glad about those flowers downstairs, because these suit this room much better. Look at the colours. So it's got the greens and the pinks and the purples, so it's perfect. And also that is simpler and just green, which is great, because it was just so much going on. So now that's what I like, just simple look. And gosh, I think I'm gonna have to go to the vintage shop and get a vase for there to put these in. Maybe, yeah, but for now they can stay on the bed, and I may tie some string so they look quite nice there. Yeah, and then my birdies, I'll decide what to do with them. These are beautiful. Graham and Green, Christmas time. If you want an exotic, eccentric looking Christmas tree, these are for you. But you know what? They're so stunning, and they've been through a lot over the years. So you can see one's missing an eye. Had him little sunbird packaged away like the rest of them in a box, and finally when we moved here, our first Christmas, we'll have to put them up and show you. But you can get creative with these, you know. Put them on flowers like I do. You can just plop them somewhere and they just sit. They're fabulous. Like that. All types they've got. So this peacock I thought was just gorgeous. The things that I bought with my retail discount. But I mean, the work that went into this, if you think about it, and this just I just love, I don't know, yeah, each one's sort of got their unique look, and this with the tail, it's great. So there we go. Little glittery birds. But the glitter gets everywhere, so note to self. I'm going to hang them on this tree because, I mean, these branches, because it needs a bit of colour and it will just tie in with the room and it will be a use for these birds rather than just sitting somewhere. Just hang them here. And there we go. Birdies are on their tree. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but anyway, they have a place.